They were having grid and diesel generation, or petrol, you call it generator. The logistics involved in fueling the generator and being a hospital environment, the noise pollutions and all the rest of it. So that was why we came in to give a better solution, which involves solar, really. What we wanted to achieve is a scenario where they will have a seamless lab operations. Before then, you see customer or patients coming in, they want to do their lab test, and there is no light to carry it out. And some of them will have to go out to other private lab to do that. One, the cost will increase, and also in cases where they have emergency, that's also and will pose a risk to the patient and the rest. So we came in and we deployed one of our solar solution there to address that. One, so that they will have a seamless lab operations. So anytime you come, now there's predictability of results. Anytime reliability and predictability of results. Anytime you come, you are sure that whatever you come for, the test you come for will be available and will be reliable as at when you need it.
The IVF, for example, they have incubators before now, but they have more incubators in use currently, meaning they can store specimens more. For hematology, blood bank, you know, blood is life. And for accident and emergency victims that need blood easily or maybe quickly, it's easy for them to store for a very long time. They can store blood samples as long as possible because now there is the reliability of power supply.
In most operations in Nigeria, you have grid and you have generator where there is requirement for constant power supply. And IITA has about 2 megawatts generating set. Our going there was, we looked at it, they are doing a lot of expansion. So at some point, that generator they were using as backup solution to the grid, the capacity will not be enough to manage their expansion. So, and our going, and some of the operations, let me not say most, some of the operations is the daytime. So we now came up with a solution, the on-grid solution. What the on-grid solution does is, we call it peak shaving. So what it does basically is to reduce the peak requirement in the day for IIT, so that as they are doing expansion, there will not be any need for them to spend on CapEx, going to move from maybe 2 megawatt generator to something like 3 megawatts, which will involve a lot of money. The interesting thing with on-grid solution too is it doesn't need batteries, because we discovered that battery, when I mean battery, storage systems is one of the major cost items in renewable energy deployment. This one doesn't need solar, so this will synchronize with either the grid or the generator, and that does peak shaving for them excellently, so they don't need to spend on CapEx as they are expanding.
So right now we are working on a 75 kilowatts project on grid as well with IITA, and it has helped so far. It's a research institute, agriculture, innovations, and so on is constantly going on there, and that has helped drastically.
In order to conserve energy so that we don't use so much fuel or pay so much money to NEPA, we try to diversify our energy supplement by investing on solar system. Though it's not cheap. Solar installation at initial cost is very expensive, but at long run, once you break even, then you break through. If we are not enjoying it, I won't tell you that we are enjoying it. You know, in engineering, if I ask for something, I get it. Once I get it, and it's okay for me, it is okay. But if I get something and it's not working for me, I will tell you straight away. It is working for us.
RIAN has actually assisted Nexgen in to a large extent. If you look at what RIAN is doing, RIAN has done so many advocacy. You know, if do you want to come from the off duties of importation of panels? Do you want to talk of advocacy for the gender folks, for the female gender? Do you want to talk of, you know, RIAN has actually solved a lot of problems in our industry, in the power industry. Now we are looking at, look at so many projects villages are now being powered, off-grid solutions in different states in Nigeria. That's what REN is doing. REN is making everybody to believe that we can actually do without the national grid and still have sustainable power.
If we are to re-engineer our energy architecture, it will involve a lot of manpower. It will be just like the revolution in the telecom industry. I'm a beneficiary of that. Like I told you, I worked with MTN, and you know the number of massive multiplier effects that telecom had. It's the same thing that is going to happen in the power sector space. If we get it right, there will be a massive, just like the telecom section, the telecom sector had, there will be a massive job creation in the power industry.